Hello, this is the All Around Natural Beauty RN, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I'm passionate about helping victims of all ages and all genders overcome the fear of facing the abuse to become survivors. And I'm grateful that we have been standing strong today, together in unity, helping to overcome the fear, to support victims of all ages and all genders, overcome the fear of facing their abusers to become survivors. And so far, we've been using the umbrella of Justice for Shanquella to promote that. We are here believing that by getting Justice for Shanquella is going to open the door to allow us to get justice for victims in the past and to also decrease episodes of future victims. And with focuses really being on women, since we have learned, or I have learned, that there is a big issue with violence towards women and little, if anything, being done about that. Today's video, as y'all can see, just really didn't even have a title. I was really coming out here today to lift up the name of the Lord and to acknowledge the presence that's been here, that's come recently through the prayers of you guys. You guys have been out there praying and claiming victory. Oh, wow. Thank you all so much. Claiming victories. Look at here. Come and start now. Thank you, Olivia. Olivia is a new member. Appreciate that. And I'm just here, like I said, I'm here tonight because, reading a lot of the comments, you guys have been praying and you guys have been shouting out the name of the Lord with boldness. And it's really been encouraging me to walk in this, this whole situation here of being the voice and allowing God to use me as a vessel to spread the truth and to stand on that and not be persuaded or intimidated or shamed into losing the focus and denying the truth. Like I said before, over here we do not do moments of silence. We do moments of speaking, where we're speaking out the names of victims. We speak out the names of abusers. And right now, today, we are speaking out. I am speaking out the name of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai. I'm saying it out loud, and I'm not ashamed. And I'm grateful for all of you guys who have said it and who have been standing in agreement that God is on our side and that God has not given us a spirit of fear, 2 Timothy 1:7, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And I'm super grateful for the sound mind that the Lord has given me, which has directed me to go back to the past when this thing first got started and to use this sound mind to be able to stand on and point out the truth. And I thank you, Lord. I thank you for blessing me with your children out here who have been standing up and demanding and standing and believing that you're going to keep your word. Because you said in your word that you are not a man that you would lie. And we believe in that. Thank you so much, Shannon Ricketts, for your super chat here, starting off here. I'm extremely grateful. Like I said, this was something that just was given to me, and I'm going to walk in it. I'm walking in it, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that the truth has always been present here on this channel in me. I'm proud to say that I am a firm believer of the truth, and I'm always going to support the truth. And I've been using math and science as not to come off as religious, because this is not about religion, because I believe that the word is the truth. And for the people that don't believe the word, I'm going to come to you with the math and the science, because that's universal and it's indisputable. It's the truth. And that's what we do over here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm 52 years old, and I'm a very proud Gen Xer. My generation, we are very unique because we were brought up to believe God. We were brought up to believe the word. We were here before the internet. We were here, we are here, and we were here when we had the books to go by. When we had to read, something that a lot of people don't want to do today. You want to be told, you want to be led, you want to be steered in the direction that the enemy wants you to go in. You offer no resistance. You don't take possession of your mind. You allow it to be yielded and molded and groomed by society, by the enemy. And you have a problem, not all of you, some of you, few of you, because for the most part, most of the people have been coming here with positive energy, standing in agreement for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Even those of you who have your own personal pain are putting that energy into staying focused on justice for Shanquella, because we believe that by keeping a burning desire and staying focused on that we are going to be able to get the justice, and we're going to leverage that to be able to have a voice and get justice for those of the past, and like I said, to decrease future incidents, especially for we women. Our voices are going to be heard. And also, for those of you who don't know me, I'm the proud mother also of 3 adult children, 2 ex-wives and 1 XX. And my little XX was part of the reason why what really touched me to really talk about this case, because she just turned 25. Today actually is her birthday. And I'm just excited because I'm here, y'all here, and we've been able to keep the focus. Even when we've been thrown a lot of bones and a lot of misinformation to get sidetracked, right? And I was showing y'all how If you stick to the math and science, stick to the facts, go back to the original. In the beginning is always where the truth is. The lies and the stories come afterwards. The truth does not need explaining. The truth has never needed to be explained. The truth just is. The truth is. It doesn't need any explaining. The truth is the truth, and it's always the truth. One of the ways they are able to get you distracted is by disguising the truth or hiding the truth in books, because most people don't want to read, want to be, especially nowadays. Like I said, we Gen Xers, we come from a place where we relied on the dictionary, the encyclopedias. We had to read. The thing that's been joining us here, so like I said, Shanquella Robinson, we have been coming together on this platform since November the 26th or 24th, one of those, November the 26th. And along the way, the details and the stories started to change. I'm proud to say that I've always stuck by the truth, regardless of who is coming with different stories. Like I said, I am not here for clicks or views or any of those things. I am here because of the truth. I'm here because I want to seek justice for the righteous. I want to seek justice for Shanquella Robinson. I want to use my voice for that purpose. What you're not going to find over here is me talking about fairy tales or lies. If we're watching a video that one of y'all have brought to me that said, oh, we need to watch this or we need to see this, and if it's on, as soon as I spot the lie, the bone, the story in it, I don't care who the person is, who the content creator is, I don't care. I'm on the side of truth always. Always. The last 2 days, well, I guess 3 days ago, so I didn't come here yesterday, but I guess 3 days ago, the Spirit put on my heart to go, it led me to a bunch of articles. So that live was filled with me reading 3 or 4 articles that were published November the 26th, November the 28th, 29th. And I did play one video that came out on November the 29th too, which read the same article that I read, right? People had problems with it because the author or where the article came from was from a content creator who, after putting this article out, came up with different stories. The truth is first. The truth is always first. It's the number one thing. It comes first. There's never a case where a lie comes first. There's never a time when the story comes first. Because if there was no truth, there is no reason to have a story. So when you come to me and say that I should believe a story that came after the truth had been revealed, I'm going to tell you to make like a tree and leave. I will always be seeking truth. I will always be defending truth. And for those of you who don't know me, I also have over 30 years of nursing experience. And that was what led me to lift my voice in this situation when I saw that the truth was being contorted. It was being manipulated, and people were believing something other than what the truth was. And I used my nursing knowledge and my wisdom as an older person to point out the truth and to make it plain so that lay people could understand it. And if you go back and look at all the past lives, I have been saying the same thing, unwavering. The video that I did 2 days ago, when I spoke about the video of Winter putting hands on Shanquella, the reason why I did that live was because the Spirit had led me to listen to a live that I did on November 26th, when this was fresh and new, where I admitted to seeing the video where the light-skinned girl put hands on Shanquella. The reason why I decided to do the video was because several people had come to this platform and had been saying they saw a video with Winter body slamming Shanquella. And like I've said before in the past, this is how the enemy puts the lie out there. It's not a total lie. They will take they'll take part of the truth and insert the lie, insert one lie. And then we will get distracted on that. The lie that was inserted was that Winter picked Shanquella up by the neck and body slammed her. When I would hear that from people, I would stand up to say that that is a lie. It was impossible. It is impossible that Winter picked her up by the neck and body slammed her. When I listened to what I said, November the 26th, I said she hit her. And that's what I saw. I saw the light-skinned girl hitting her in the face after Daejhanae Jackson walked away and said her, "I'm tired of your it." Several people raised their hand, made comments saying that they saw a video with this happening. I put the video out there to bring comfort and also to support those of us who did see the video. And I challenged everybody who did see it to go back and find it and look. And I've been getting a tons of messages from people saying, yes, I saw it. So it's out there and we're going to find it. So for all of the people that's trying to distract us and say that these videos don't exist, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And then also, why did they start with the lies afterwards? And that's why I say it's always important to go back to the beginning, in the beginning when we had the truth, right? So once we saw that in writing, everything that the people are saying now are all, it's just story. They're stories. They're stories. They're stories. They're stories. So today we're going to, I just want to thank everybody for all the prayers that y'all have been given to me. And I do want to bless our chat too with what did I say, Luke? I want to bless the chat with Luke 4:18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He hath sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering the sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. And I know some are trying to discourage us and say we're not going to get justice, right? But it's too many voices out here who's actually standing in agreement, who's praying. And I want y'all to know that the prayers are being heard. The prayers are being heard. And like I said, what we don't do over here is chase stories or make up fairy tales. So for the people that's saying that I should go back and watch some of Geraldo's stuff or his videos and all that stuff, why would I go back to watch any of those things when we just, okay, so why, right? Like I said, the beginning is the truth, and the things that come after that are the story. So if you said one thing, you said it was black, and then you take it back and say, no, it's white, why do I believe you? I'm going to go with the first thing, which is the truth. Like I said, the truth comes first. The truth comes first. The truth comes first. So there are going to be some videos today, but they're going to be old videos. They're going to be old videos from new people that I've never seen, right? Because like I said, I don't know how the Spirit be leading these right or this information to me, right? So I'm just being a vessel here to put it out there. All the things of people getting upset about when folks are questioning the gender, these could be reasons why these things are being hidden, because we have to be aware that we are being attacked by spiritual wickedness in high places on the real. This is really an impromptu video because I wasn't planning to come tonight, but I wanted to say this because I wanted to be clear on what I'm doing here. I'm not here searching for anybody's help to make the channel big or anything like that. My help cometh from the Lord. And I'm already knowing, because I'm trusting and putting myself in the hands of the Lord, that this is not going to be big just because of that, right? Whenever you're on the side of God, be prepared not to be big in the world. I'm okay with that, because guess what? I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. So I don't have to come bow down to the devil to get nothing, because my help cometh from the Lord. So you can get behind me, Satan. You can't offer me nothing. Another thing I do to bless our chats We meditate over here. Because even when we are defeating the devil, defeating the enemy, they coming with the little creepy chats and texts they stick off up in there, accusing, spreading lies. Because we're fasted and prayed up over here, got a hedge of protection around me. And like I said, God didn't give me a spirit of fear, but of love. Yes, love. Of power and a sound mind. All right, so February the 5th, we read our Acts of Faith. This here is by Yana Van Zet, copywritten back in 1995. It's daily meditations for people of color, but it's for people. Just for people. And February 5th says, nothing can dim the light which shines from within. Wow. You hear that? Nothing can dim the light that shines from within. And that's from Maya Angelou. And Iana says, each of us brings to the world unique talents, gifts, and abilities. Even if you don't know what it is or value what you do, someone somewhere will benefit from your presence. No one can do what you can do exactly the way you do it. It is this uniqueness that makes you valuable to the world. We are each as unique and valuable as the other. It was designed that way, a gift from God. Gifts are not given on the basis of race or gender. As a matter of truth, gifts come from many shapes, sizes, and colors. When you do what you do exactly the way you do it, you are sharing God's gifts bestowed for the good of the world. I have something valuable to give to the world, and that's what I'm doing. I'm giving it. I'm giving it. I'm giving it. And like I said, exercising all of your gifts. I don't have to try to worry about, I need to get views and all that stuff, because guess what? Like I said, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And I'm proud to keep my integrity, that I'm standing on the truth. I'm not going to support a lie. I got gifts. I have a career. I have multiple streams of income. I'm good. I don't need to deceive anybody. And I don't need that blood on my hands. I'm not here to distract or to deceive nobody. The truth is the truth. And I've always stood on the side of the truth. So with that being said, I'm going to read a few of these chats here because I do appreciate I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. I see. Devin Dodd said, they move her from one side of the room, that is kidnapping, and they thief her money, that is robbery, and they kill her, that is murder. God said there is no honor among thieves. Yes. All right. So Devin Dodd, I have always said that I do not believe that they moved the body, right? Because when we go back to the beginning, Geraldo, when he was doing the interviews and stuff, right? The interpreter said that the maid found Shanquella in the same seated position where she fell. So this moving of the body, that talk came out afterwards. That's how we know it's a lie. The truth was already told. The truth comes first. So no, They did not move her. No kidnapping in there. As far as that, they didn't move the body. Okay, so let me see here. Oh, T-Mac, what's up? T-Mac says, hello, RN in chat. You all had a great weekend. Hope, maybe. Yes, great weekend. Had a great weekend. Betty, hey, Betty. Betty is saying hello, too. All right, so got some more greetings up here. And thank you again, Olivia, for becoming a channel member. Appreciate that. All right. Yes. Hey, Rosalind. All right. Saying hi to T-Mac up in there. All right. Shannon from Australia. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for joining in here. And Chin Ray says, good evening, Miss RN. Good evening to you, too. All right. Hey, Jamie. Jamie is saying hello also, too. And again, thank you again for your super chat there, super sticker, Shannon. Appreciate that. All right. And then see, amen, sister. All right. Thank you. And I really appreciate everybody, that really encouraged me to, call out to God, because I didn't want to. I wanted, I just want to say this good thing. And I wasn't even expecting to have people want to hear, this. I just, on the November 23rd, I got on the lead attorney's platform and said my piece, because I saw people were trying, they didn't see what I saw. And I was able to explain those injuries because what I saw, and it made sense to everyone. And after that, people, y'all started to grow the community, and I, stuck with it because, we've kind of been going back and forth with each other, building up the community over here. We do stuff over here with peace, love, and respect. Even when, we have disagreements in the chat, we still come from a place of respect, and we stick to the truth, right? We stick to truth over here is math and science and all that good stuff. He's got some more amens. Appreciate that. Yes. And again, like I said, I wasn't even trying to go that route, because I know how in this age, this day and age, that, the Bible, God is not welcome anywhere. It's really difficult because, just the world that we live over here, that, people, aren't, like I said, it's not welcome. It's not welcome. So I'm just grateful that I don't have to be ashamed of it. And because people are wanting it and already putting their prayers out there. And I can't leave it alone. I just keep feeling like I'm being moved and led to do what I'm doing here. And I want to be obedient. So thank you, Lord. And thank y'all so much. Karen says, hello, our all around natural beauty in chat. God bless. I hit the like button on the way in. Thank you so much, Karen. Appreciate that. Yes, thank you for the likes. Like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all long tonight. I'm going to a couple of videos. Really, I was going to focus on some old winter stuff, some stuff that people were talking about winter, because like y'all see, I basically been just talking about Shanquella, and I wasn't touching the things on winter because, like I said, I remembered seeing the video, but I just couldn't remember where it was at, and it wasn't there anymore. And so when people would come and say that they saw the video, the thing I was disputing was the picking up by the neck and body slamming. And that's how I said, that's how the enemy gets you tricked up, because they'll put the truth in there, but then when they slide the lie in there, that's when it gets contaminated. So I was saying there's no way that she could pick her by the neck and body slammed her. However, my brain knew that I had saw the video with her further attacking her. But because of the words picked up by the neck and body slam, I've zeroed in on that. Oh, that's not true, right? And that's how this thing kind of got distracted. But thank God that I was led to go back and listen to my video, my live from November 26th. And I was like, when I heard me say, oh yeah, I saw the video with the light-skinned girl. I think her name's Winter, putting hands on Shanquella. And that's when I was like, cool, okay, I know now that I'm not the only one. And then, like I said, other people have been admitting to it too. And so, like I said, I gave us all an assignment to continue to go out there and to search for the videos. It had to be in the middle part of November, like November 16th, November 17th, up until the 26th is when the day that I did the video. So I know that it had to happen after that. So they gave us kind of a jump point to where where to start looking at. All right, so I do have a few old videos that I found today. Hadn't seen them yet, but I'm pretty interested because I tried to pick out some ones that, not popular, because I'm sure those are the ones that kind of may have been kept because nobody really knew about them, right? So let's see here. And Shannon saying truth and honesty. Yes, exactly. That's what we do over here. Appreciate that. Yes, I'm Gen X and proud to. Good. That's right. That's good. Because we are very unique, right? Because we got that benefit of being part of this little cyber thing too, but knowing the importance of sticking to the real written word, right? Right? Because we see how a lot of the newer people don't even want to believe Merriam-Webster's dictionary. They don't want to believe the definitions and stuff. Today's society, they kind of, whatever they feel the word should be, and that's how it is. And they expect everyone to feel that way too. Gloria says people want to be spoon-fed. Yes. When a man doesn't stand up for anything, they will fall for everything. That's an excellent point. Thank you so much for that comment. That's excellent. Shannon says, yes, books, encyclopedias, and dictionaries in my day. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. Preach, my sister. All right. Thank you. I appreciate y'all too. Yes. She Rain says, hi, RN in chat. Truth will prevail. It's on the way, and we stand in agreement. Thank you. And too, if we do have any questions, I don't mind to read over again the articles that how we know that Daejhanae was arrested back on November the 28th or 28th, right? And that's there in the writing, right? And like I said, that's the fastest way that they use to get you distracted, right? Because I was part of that, right? I remembered hearing it during that time, but then I don't even remember what we had got sidetracked on. We started talking about other things, right? And then, we got sidetracked, started talking about other things. Then before we knew, they came out with, oh, look at these pics and look at this here, all this new, these new fairy tales. All right, so let me go in and jump in here with our first video. I'm going to give us a time. There's one. Let me see here. All right, so this here is going to be, all right, so this here is from a very, it's going to be, it's just 12 minutes, but it's from a new person I've never seen before, criminally focused. And the reason why I wanted to use this one is because it's a small channel. Nobody knows about it. And it's an old video from November 27th. Oh, sorry, y'all. Got my mic over here. All right, so let me see here. November 27th. Oh, sorry, y'all. Oh. All right, here we go. All right, I did that. I missed that one. All right, so here we go. All right, so this here, y'all see it over there? Okay, this here is from Criminally Focused, Shanquella Robinson, new arrest, right? The timeline discrepancies, new videos, all right? So hopefully, maybe this lady got it up in there. Let's see. Where'd that go? what the heck? Hold up, y'all. Did they take my video already? Let's see here. What is that? Ain't that it? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, I got too many of them open.
Hey guys, welcome to Criminally Focused. My name is Desiree, and whether you're new to my channel or you're a returning viewer, I am so happy you found me. Today, we are going to get into the case of Shanquella Robinson again. Get your coffee, get comfy. It's going to be a long one. Let's jump into it.
So this here, like I said, November 27th, right? This was before anybody had to
rumors.
This is before anybody knew they had to tell some fairy tale stories, right? November 27th. This was before any of the stuff. So this is why I say go back to the beginning when stuff was pure, right? We had just the facts before they knew they had to change the story to fit the narrative of the doctor being there for 3 hours, right? We're gonna hear a lot of truth statements come out during these old times, because this is before, like I said, before they knew that they had already said that the police or the people came in there and pronounced dead on arrival, before 3 p.m. right? So we're gonna be able to slice out all the lies, stories, and stuff during this time here. I'm gonna try to move back this a little bit. I didn't want to get the intro
below that you are welcome to check out. In fact, I recommend it. You can get caught up. There's been so many videos that have been released, so many rumors, and so many theories that
ain't there no more.
I wanted to take this time to break it all down for you.
All right.
On November 23rd, 2022, Mexican authorities released that they were issuing an arrest. In this arrest warrant, they didn't actually list the person they were going after, besides just saying originally that it was a direct aggressor and one of the group of friends that had gone on the trip with Shanquella. Since the warrant has come out, we now know that they're looking for Daejhanae Jackson.
Okay, y'all hear that? November 27th is when they knew, or we knew, that that's who they were looking for.
The arrest warrant that was issued listed femicide as the charges. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really sure what femicide meant, so I had to do a little research.
So I don't feel too bad, because at the time I didn't know either. So this lets me know that we're all on the same page here. People was doing their investigation.
So I found this definition of femicide from visionsofhumanity.org. According to the site, femicide is defined as a criminal deprivation of the life of a female for reasons based on gender. In order for a murder to be considered femicide, however, it needs to meet one of the following 7 criteria.
Okay, so she break it down a little more.
There needs to be evidence of sexual violence prior to the victim's death, a sentimental, trusting relationship with the perpetrator, or the victim's body being displayed in public. In the recent years, Mexican authorities have really cracked down on cases of femicide.
Yeah.
This includes lengthening the sentencing, which now can range between 40 and 60 years behind bars.
Wow.
But what about the other friends? Are any of them looking at facing charges as well?
The fact that they left Mexico under the guise that she died from alcohol poisoning, and it's clear that it's not that, then once you left Mexico and come here, that could be an issue, because you can do it by commission or omission.
He adds any false statements made could be seen as obstruction of justice. The FBI Charlotte field office also opened its own investigation.
All right, so the reason why I think this is important is because I know a lot of us were concerned about the other, all of them being able to, get in trouble, right? So we know that there are grounds. And then too, I want to kind of bring to our attention, after that last time we saw the reporter go after Elise, when was the last time anybody has seen or heard from any of these Cabo 6? Right? So if they picked up Daejhanae back in November, right? And the last time we saw any of the other ones was in December.
So if there's evidence that there was some plan before they got to Mexico,
maybe all the rest of the stuff that people talking about are just, fillers, just to keep stories and stuff going.
yeah, that would be a problem. Once you're back on U.S. soil, to the extent that there's an investigation here and you lie about it, you conceal things, you try to run, those could all be things that create charges against you here.
I did also read that many times in Mexico, cases of murders against women are initially classified as femicide. And then once the investigation finds out that the murder wasn't gender-based, then they just change it to homicide. So I anticipate that's going to be what happens in Shanquella's case. Okay, so now that we've gone over the arrest warrant updates, let's jump into a timeline of the events of the night. So I did make a graphic with the information that I could find available. In this graphic, you can see two different colors, the teal and the purple. The purple is what information I've gathered from the police report. And the teal is all of the other conflicting reports. According to my research, at 2 p.m., a guest from the group called the villa for help. At 3:15, Dr. Gutierrez arrived at the villa. She said that Shanquella was stable at this point, yet dehydrated and unable to communicate.
And then didn't Khalil say he didn't get there until, not Khalil, Nazir, after 3, and he was waiting on the nurse?
Definitely think it's important to note that Dr. Gutierrez did recommend that Shanquella be brought to the hospital. Now, their friends refused, saying that it was too expensive, that it would cost over $5,000 to get medical help. According to Stephanie Harlow, a basic hospitalization in Mexico is roughly 8,000 pesos, which translates to 420 approximate US dollars. Now, could the friends...
Let's see. She ran Oki says Winter told us in her video that she fought Shanquella because Daejhanae was her friend. Yeah. Wow. Okay. And yeah. So yeah. Wow. And then too, when she came back and did her video, I'm not, I'm sure I'm not the only one that could hear the coldness and the utter, no concern whatsoever that, someone lost their life. Like it was, yeah.
Have thought that the $8,000 was actually US dollars, maybe, but I doubt it. So jumping back into the timeline, according to the police report, we can see that at 4:15, Shanquella was reported to have a seizure. At 4:20, the 911 call requesting help was made. At 4:49, Shanquella's pulse began to fade. At 5:25, the police arrived on the scene, and at 5:57, Shanquella is pronounced dead.
Wow,
so if we break this down...
Right. There's no medical personnel, right? So who pronounced her dead? This says police, right? Call for the ambulance, but when did the ambulance arrive? Right? So that's another clue here that these are fake timelines. Police arrive. Shanquella's pronounced dead. When did the wow. That's why I'm saying it's so important to go back to the beginning before they knew they had to come in with more details to fill in these gaps, right?
Then Shanquella is pronounced dead. So if we break this down even further, we can look at the medical diagnosis, which was access luxation. Now, 70% of cases of atlas luxation die immediately upon injury. I mean, it's basically inner decapitation from what I could see. The other 30% die upon arrival at the hospital. Looking at the timeline, that doesn't add up. So it made me wonder, could the injuries she sustained have gotten worse because of the CPR or the defibrillator Let's look
That
at
was never
what a
proven.
medical doctor has to say about atlas luxation injury, because everyone knows I'm no doctor, so I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Of the upper cervical involves the C1 vertebrae called the atlas and the C2 vertebrae called the axis. When the person turns their head, these are supposed to stay in alignment. This can only occur if the capsular ligaments or the facet joints hold the vertebrae in place. When the vertebrae move together, the vertebral artery is fine, the circulation's good, and as well as all the nerves in the upper neck. When the capsular ligaments are injured, as illustrated here, you can see that C1 moves excessively when the head's rotated in relationship to C2. This causes a pinching of the vertebral artery, therefore cutting off blood supply to various parts of the brain.
So if Shanquella's neck was fractured, I could see how CPR or the defibrillators could cause that to get worse. If the vertebral artery was affected, I could see how this could cut off circulation to her brain, causing her to go into cardiac arrest. But in the end, does it really matter? Let's listen to what the queen of YouTube has to say.
If Shanquella's friends, the Cabo 6, not her friends, we can all agree, I think, that they're not her friends, not her real friends, not good friends.
Oh, I don't know
so
that.
If they were beating her up and caused this injury, which then caused her to...
And notice how everybody kept saying they. That's my other clue that we saw a video with them, at least more than one. I saw the light-skinned girl put her hands on her. In the beginning, people keep saying they.
have some, symptoms where she was like out of it and unconscious, which then caused the doctor to be called, which then caused the ambulance to be called, which then caused CPR and AED shocks to happen. And those things exacerbated this condition that was caused by the friends. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because if Shanquella hadn't been beat up, the doctor wouldn't have had to have been called, and CPR wouldn't have had to have been performed, and her injuries wouldn't have been exacerbated. So, we can explore this idea that maybe she would have been okay if she got into a hospital and had an x-ray and the doctor.
This is, this old stuff here. This baloney. We know none of that stuff happened. Let's see what this lady.
Who knows if that's true?
Okay.
She did have a fight that y'all are seeing that's going viral.
This is Winter's voice here talking. Listen to it.
They were fighting because Quilla did some crazy shit while she was drunk.
And that's how you could tell it's a lie, too. She couldn't even say what the crazy crap was that she did, right? This made up a story there. Justifying.
So she basically told
What's
her,
up, Shank Rock?
Let's fight. I don't want to drag you out of the bed. Well, you didn't want to. And that's how that happened. Unfortunately, she did die.
Wow.
I didn't see a fight. I didn't know it was a fight. I didn't know it was a video. I didn't know they did any harm, anything. I went in there and told it was alcohol poisoning, so that's what I helped her as. I didn't leave her side. I put on soft music. Summer Walker rubbing her head till the nurse came in. Nobody even talked about the nurse. Nobody even said the nurse came. Wow. None of this stuff. So I'm really not understanding where this story is coming from and why it's out here like this, because it's wrong. It's wrong. And for y'all to be attacking me, an innocent soul, I'm really innocent as fuck. I went there to enjoy my birthday.
All right, so she got some words up here. Says, nobody even told me if the nurse had came or not before I even got there. Oh, okay, she just put in the words what he said. All right, so it doesn't look like this lady is saying or showing anything of importance here. All right, so that's one. See, I got some bunch of folks up in here. All right, so yeah, let's see here. Shank Rock, you got some words of something to say up in here? See y'all up here just giving out salutes. Cause there is some this next video I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to reach out to these guys because I think they may have the extended video because they admit it, but it's not on there. But this is going to be another old video when but it's going to be some curse words and stuff up in it. These guys got kind of potty mouths. Not kind of, but really, really big potty mouths up in there. All right, so with more with stuff from the back. Okay, but I got a few of these little quickie winter ones.
Searching for a new Dodge?
Just to kind of understand the personality behind Winter and why maybe that part of the video kept getting chopped down. Like I was saying before, when it first came out, it was longer, right? There was 37 seconds and it got chopped down to 27 seconds. And now you see 14 seconds and that's it. That's it. So that's how we see how they trying to to control the narrative or control how much of the information that we see. Let's see here. All right. This here is this is news random, and it's going to be talking about. Oh, okay. Here's something about this here body slam. Let's see what these folks is saying about it. And y'all know that I do not believe that Winter body slammed her. And like I said, after I saw the video, my video back in November, this here is from November 24th. Okay, even better. Saying that admitting to seeing Winter punching her, not body slam, right? So that's what was able to keep me with the blinders on to say, no, that's not true. Because I was disputing that one lie of her not picking her up by the neck and body slamming her.
You are welcome to this channel.
Uh-oh.
According to recent reports from the general public, Winter Donovan and Nazir killed Shanquella Robinson and left her body at the hotel. Friend Shanquella.
Sorry, y'all. I think there's going to be some rubbish. rubbish. Okay, so I'm just going to go on and get to these cursing guys. I did watch theirs, so I can vouch for their information there. But like I said, it's going to be kind of potty mouth there. Hey, Marie says whole thing was lies. Yes, I agree. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense to go back and listen to somebody who already told you lies, right? Once you tell the lie, then, you know, that you're discredited. Marie says, because the situation happened 7 a.m. and the body was there for more than 3 hours. Exactly. Like we was able to get the timeline verified, and that helped to, dismantle all of those other lies that came afterwards. Hey, Queen B 65 says hello. All right, appreciate that. Let's see here. Marie says the body was already cool. Yes, right. We heard that back in end of November, beginning of December. It was beginning of December, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Stick to the facts, and the best way is to get the beginning, the original stuff, because in the beginning was the truth. In the beginning was the truth. Shank Ross says, all around attribute RN, the subscribers would like to see me. Okay, we dropped the link then. And come on up. Right. All right, let me see. All around attribute subscribers would like to see me. you and other content creators do a live stream, all of us together. Okay. If interested, let me know. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about right now. I'm going to drop it anyway here, this link, if you want to come. But yeah, just tell me when, yeah, tell me when. Like I said, I've been putting energy back into my business, stuff like that too. So you have to just let me know, let me know. I'm always interested to yeah. That would be cool, right? That would be cool. All right. So there's that there. I thank you, Shanquella. I would love to. I would love to. Yeah. Just let me know when and where, and I'll be ready. All right. So here we go. Gloria says they all lied. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Lucky for us, we do have, these things here where we can go back and see. Like I said, the truth is always in the front, right? Because the lies and the stories come afterward when people start saying, hey, look here, the grass is green, right? Say, no, it's not, it's yellow, right? So they have to go now make the stories match up to support the lies. And neglecting the fact or negating the fact that, you had already said these other statements like that too. So we got some salutes for you here. So Shank Rock, you got some people over here saying, hey. Gloria says, Winter never said she laid hands on Shanquella. She said they don't jump in when friends are beefing. They let them fight it out. I remember hearing that statement too. And I think these guys I'm getting ready to play now, or did I hear that someplace else? They also play it too. I mean, play that video too with her talking. Or is it? Let me see here. All right, just give me a second, y'all. Okay. Ooh.
Hey, you go.
Okay, so this here, no. Okay, so this here video, remember I was saying back in the day when I wasn't the one that said anything about this person being transgender, that this was the talk that was coming out before I even got on board. So this here video, this person is saying, I had heard that somebody else had came over here months ago and said that was a woman's hand. I mean, not a woman's hand, that a man's hand that had on fake nails, that was one of these men. I think I'm just gonna go for those guys. Just mind your ears, y'all. Like I said, they they gotta. Even their title is their channel
internationally, but in another country,
is potty. They let you know that they a potty mouth from the beginning. From the beginning there. All right, so they're called Controversy Lab, right? And like I said, my first time to see or hear them, but this here, the reason why I kind of clicked on them is because they say they have the full uncensored attack video. This was before we started making sure we said attack. This video, January 17th. Why did I think I saw November on there? Let me see. I'm running my mouse through here. Okay, yeah. At least gonna give this guy. I never saw the full, I don't think so, of this here Nazir's video. But okay, so these guys are going to, I don't know, they may be a little bit too controversial. Let me see here. Let me meditate on it. Let me get a couple more of these here comments over here. And I may go back to that other lady's video. It might be a little more mild. Shank Rock is saying, salute. Where's PM Channel? See PM? Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey, PM Channel, what's going on? What's going on? T-Max says, hello, Shank Rock. Just watched your live feed earlier. Okay. Yeah, Shank Rock, let me know when this here team up is going to happen. Let's see. Okay, we got some salutes and appreciation out there. What's up, Betty? Betty says she was fighting naked. How did she have clothes on when the paramedics came? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, y'all. In the beginning, like it was a no-brainer. Everybody kept reporting that she was naked. They found her naked. She was naked. They found her naked. That was, now all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but I think it was in December when they started saying that she had on a flesh-colored tights, some, a leotard on. And it's like, then people running with that. And I'm like, y'all, come on, think. Why? How did she get clothes on now? And why did they have to have her in the clothes? Why did she have to have clothes on? And then if she did have one of the flesh-colored tights, how did it all of a sudden change off into some pink tights with a black shirt? Like, you know what I mean? Just come on. They was playing us for big-time fools here. Hey, look at here. What's up, David? All around natural beauty, just showing some love. Appreciate showing some love. All right, look at there. Oh, that's me with my StreamYard link there. I don't know, y'all. I'm worried about playing these guys. So let me see if I got a milder version here. Or even just a shorter one. I really just wanted to come here and just give praise and thanks to the Lord for continuing this here voice here and see what He want me to do. All right, so this one here is. Now I'm just gonna play to the guys. I'm here. All right, it's been.
So we're gonna see what.
All right, so like I said, they are controversial, but it ain't like y'all ain't never heard no curse words before. Cussing. All right, so again, here we go. Controversial lab, talking about this here fight thing.
We also have a link, ding, 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 that is for the uncensored. For all the true fans that love controversy, this link right here, or right, wherever it is, this link right here will allow you to see the uncensored version.
All over.
And the censored version is being put back up on YouTube. So with that being said, for all the people that don't like controversy and are sensitive, don't watch our videos and please leave our community. For all the ones who have a heart and understand what's going on and understand that we need to speak and we need to have controversy topics to develop and grow as human beings, please hit the link and watch the video. So with that being said, please welcome us back and enjoy the video.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime.
All right, yeah, I'm sure I'm not allowed to play their intro music. Let me just see here. Wednesday, I got my Turo business and stuff like that. Let me see here what I'm doing on Wednesday. But it's all good because I just do my thing from the remote. Just let me know what time, and I'm very happy to oblige you. And Marie says, and they knew it was that, that's why they left the way they did. Yeah, because they was getting out of there, and they had got their little alibi together, so they was good, right? That's what gave them the bravery to come talk when they got back, when people started, hey, saying, what's going to explain this video? Gloria says Shanquella died 15 minutes after the neck got decapitated within. Daejhanae had the final blow when she swung her to the floor. Correct. And I've always said that. That's exactly what I've been saying this whole time. I just know that I saw after she did that, and that's what I'm going to play that part too, because some of y'all may have not seen that video with me talking. Oh, let me pause this up here. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to play me saying that, and because of what you just said there. And the reason why, because I always said that we saw when the injuries, right? So the injuries listed are severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. That's listed under death. As the cause of death, right? The cause of death is severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. And the life expectancy after receiving that injury is 15 minutes. So, like I said, if anybody touched her after that, the death blow was already administered. It's just like waiting for somebody to bleed out. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm going back down there, and here it is. Go here. And I'm going to go right about here. And this is me talking back. Oh, right. Perfect time. Perfect time. All right. This is me back November the 26th. Uh-oh. God damn it. I had it queued up perfectly too. Okay. This is me back in November 26th. And the question's been asked by Juanita Nubby says, do you think she fought her again after the video ended? She was screaming, get up. So let's see. You mean, did she continue to attack her? Because I remember seeing there was another video that showed the other lady, the lighter skin. There was another video that was being showed that showed another lady. In the winter, I believe that's the light-skinned woman. And that's why I say that that video that people were saying that they saw is true, because this is me, November 26th, admitting that I saw the video too. I'm going to pull it back just a little bit so you can hear this. Because whatever is worth, that video is not out there anymore. And I'm not the only one that said that they saw it. If I hadn't heard me say this, I would have still kept my mouth shut about saying that I saw it, because I didn't have any proof. I was just like, well, I feel like I saw it, but how do I know I saw it? And when the Most High led me to listen to this, when I heard me just say it off the top of my head, because I'm answering a question. This is just me answering a question. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is true. Where is that video?
And when you have different officials looking into the same.
Wow. All right. So someone had a question. Do you think she fought her again after the video ended? She was screaming, get up. You mean, did she continue to attack her? Because I remember seeing there was another video that showed the other lady, the lighter skinned one, the winter, I believe that's the light skinned woman. They were still, butchering her body basically. But we saw after the first one is the one that delivered the that broke the back and all that stuff. So I'm saying the first one, which was Daejhanae, and at this time, this November 26th, I'm not sure who are all the people names and all that stuff, but I know that when I saw the Daejhanae girl flip her over and break her neck, I knew it was finished then, right? The 15-minute clock started at that point. So just because we saw Winter punching her up too, we saw the injuries. That's why I believe they probably kept shrinking the video down too, because that's all we really need to see was those 14 seconds to see, when the death injuries were inflicted and who the person was that inflicted it. The reason why I wanted to say that I did see the video with Winter hitting her after that was because to give validation to those of us who did see it, and knowing that video now is kind of like hitting like a needle in a haystack trying to find it again, because I know that I didn't even see it anymore after that, and then I just went on to what else was going on. And that's the reason why I'm talking about it within the last few days, was because when I heard me say it just now, then I'm like, okay, well, I gotta bring it up now because I'm a witness. So anybody that touched her after that, after that first lady did, if they touched her before 15 minutes, to me that they should all be, held responsible for her demise. But this was interesting. All right, so I just wanted to show y'all that too, because I know, like I said, I'm just talking, but to me, this was very important. It's very important. And like I said, I've been sticking to the same truth, the same facts, the same truth, the same facts, the same truth. So that's why. Yes, Daejhanae had delivered the final blow. Correct. Betty says they called it femicide. Was she? Was she? Something? She? I don't know. You can fill in the blanks here for me. But okay, so if we get back to this other video, these guys are going to, talk about that. That might be, yeah. And like I said, I'm not even trying to get involved in any of this kind of stuff, y'all. I just wanted to come put it out there as far as like what you're not gonna find over here. You're not gonna find me talking about fairy tale stories that they moved the body and all that stuff. So, I just want to say that I'm here for the truth, and that's what I'm always going to be here for. And that's it. And I appreciate everybody who is here for the truth and seeking all that good stuff too. And no bad energy to the people that are doing that stuff. Because like I said, even the scriptures say, let the tares grow with the wheat. Gloria says, Betty Yellock, great question. The snake knows the real reason her clothes were on. Well, let me see. What did Betty say? I must have missed something there. All right, I'm going to do a few more, then I'm going to bid y'all a good night. Like I said, just going to be very short. I wasn't planning to be here with y'all all night. See, Marie says, well, she threw her neck and her head and her spinal cord snapped. That's what she was no more here. They knew because they heard it when it popped, and they got added her here. They got added here, so everything. Yeah, even, when we heard and watched it, right? And you could see when she fell down, there's no way that you can get your head to go down that low. And the back, you could see all of the vertebrae all damaged. The injuries were obvious. So yeah. Yes. Betty says they said it was always 2 videos out there, right? And my thing is this: if we saw a video and we see the person, another hand in the videotaping, that at least makes 2, right? And if there was supposedly 6 of them there, or 5, at least there could potentially be, 3 or 4 videos. And 2, the video keeps getting smaller, right? It got smaller. It got smaller. And like I said, people have been saying, oh, I saw that video. Oh, I saw that video. And giving dates, right? Somebody left a comment saying that they saw the video on November 17th because they remember, because they had texted their daughter. So, like I said, the video is out there. So we just need whoever have it or remember where it's at to put it out there. It's not like it's going to make a difference. The difference is it's going to give some validity and some validation to the people, those of us who've seen it and can't see here to the video, right? My thing is that at least I can go back and say, look, I said it back then, right? And at that time, I didn't know that people were going to be saying this. So I'm saying that here is an honest answer from November 26th, before all of these other stories came out about that video. Nobody was even talking about it. But I wanted to clarify it to the person who made the comment here, Juanita, to let her know that, yeah, I saw a video with this light-skinned girl hitting on her. However, we saw when the first girl slung her over and broke the neck. So yes, there's more videos. There's more videos. There's an extended version of it. Gloria says, RN, if you all saw it, it's in the clouds. FBI forensic team can pull it down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they got it under control. We're out here just talking. This case is already being handled. We saw that, you know, she was captured back in November 28th. So they probably, you know, scrubbed off, removed certain videos, certain portions of it, right? A lot of it, you know, is not even available anymore. So yes, that's why I'm not worried that, you know, the FBI needs or anybody or them needed. This was more for our own peace of mind for those of us who saw it. And it's like, hey, I know I saw it, right? Because I know I was feeling like I didn't even want to say, I didn't even want to admit that I you know, felt like I had saw it because I was like, well, I don't have any proof, but my brain knows that I saw it. And if, like I said, if I hadn't stumbled on hearing it come out of my mouth, I wouldn't have never felt comfortable enough to say, yeah, I saw the video too. Because y'all know how I feel about proof, facts, right? Math and science. So after I heard me say that, I'm like, okay, of course I saw it because I just said it right there without knowing that I was not supposed to say that, right? I just said it because it was just something I saw. It didn't have any weight. It didn't have any weight. So this is just me answering the question, do you think she fought her again after the video? Oh, yeah, they attacked the body, but, you know, there was no more fighting after that. She was done. She was done. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident. I'm confident that the FBI is all over this. It's all over this, and that's the reason why everything's went mute after that. Everything went mute. Even after they got the message to Nancy Grace, right? We ain't heard nothing else from her either. It's probably like, look, you need to chill on this podcast. We got this, right? And before I go, I'm just gonna read real quick the little the story. I mean the article why how we know that Daejhanae was arrested. And then I'm gonna tell y'all good night. This is for anybody who wasn't here on whatever a couple of days ago when I read that. Let's see. So we have articles from. Oh yeah. Then people were saying, okay, well that's Geraldo's story. Yeah, this was in the beginning before he started doing all that talk stuff. So just other clues to let you know that here is the truth. And oh, y'all ain't supposed to be seeing this. Here is the truth, and the rest of the stuff is just phony baloney. Let me see, is this the one there? Yeah, this is gonna be it. Yeah, I said number 1. Boom. So, real quick, there's just some reading here, right? This is how we get down over here. This here's the article from the Metropoli. And says the name of Daejhanae Jackson is now criminal file J664/2022. It says the government of Mexico has taken precautionary measures so that the name of the murderer of Shanquella Robinson was not exposed to the media. And this article is December the 6th. All right, so then move on down here. We got a little picture here with the little black ribbon. It says, is presumed innocent until responsibility is declared by judicial authorities, Article 13, National Code of Criminal Procedures in Mexico. Daejhanae says, San Jose del Cabo, Baja California Sur, the name of Daejhanae Imani Jackson appears in the file J664/2022, a case opened for the femicide of Shanquella Robinson. All right, so here y'all's case number that people was asking about, right? Says, when, now see here. All right, so keep a listening. When she steps on Mexican territory, the 25-year-old will have to answer for the horrific crime of her friend who was beaten to death on October 29th in the condominium of the Cabo Villas complex of this tourist destination. The criminal courts of the Adversarial System in the Judicial District of Los Cabos issued an arrest warrant against Daejhanae Imani Jackson, formally charging her with the crime of femicide. On November 21st, the Baja California Sur State Attorney General Office officially delivered the request to execute the arrest warrant for extradition purposes against Shanquella Robinson's friend, Daejhanae Imani Jackson. And note the picture that they showing, this Daejhanae, because I already showed y'all there's two versions of this Daejhanae. One is an XY chromosome and one is XX. All right. The process, according to the international extradition law, must meet the following steps. Number one, the State Attorney General Office delivered the request to the Republic Attorney General Office. Number two, the Attorney General of the Republic received the request and reviewed all the documents to assess whether the arrest is appropriate. In this case, the evidence was declared admissible. Jackson is accused of the crime against Shanquella, and the evidence is solid. 3, the Attorney General of the Republic delivered the formal request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Number 4, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs made the formal delivery to the government of the United States. Number 5, after her arrest, the United States government will have 30 days to answer whether or not the extradition of the murderer of Shanquella Robinson, declared by Mexican government as a fugitive from justice, proceeds. So it's been more than 30 days. See, in the presentation of the file, according to data collected by Metroprolex MX, the government of Mexico requested the government of the United States to take precautionary measures for 2 reasons. Right? So this is Mexico telling the United States to take these precautionary measures for these reasons. The first reason was to identify and locate Daejhanae Imani Jackson to avoid running the risk that she could flee the United States, where she was previously arrested. Wow. And the second reason was to guarantee the rights of innocence of the accused, take care of the due process, and not violate her human rights. It is very important that the judicial system not expose the photograph of her arrest to avoid opening it to public opinion. Article 311 of the Penal Code of the State of Baja California Sur prohibits exposing the defendant accused to the media in cases in which their arrest is carried out. With the new adversarial criminal justice system, the crime against the procurement and administration of justice in Mexico was created, and the following sanctions were established. The punishment of 3 to 7 years in prison and a fine of 200 to 500 days of salary will be imposed on public servants in charge of procuring and administering justice or executing sentences in the position of their assignment when exposure of the arrest accused to the media. Oh, maybe this is what they're talking about. All right, exposure of the arrested accused to the media in cases where the arrest is carried out. Detained person may not be introduced to the media for any reason. When a control judge links a defendant to a criminal proceeding and the person is confined to prison, then the state attorney general office can show a photograph of the detainee, but the accused must be wearing a black ribbon around their eyes with the following writing: is presumed innocent until responsibility is declared by judicial authorities. Article 13. And y'all see that's exactly what happened here. So that means that once she was detained, this is open season for this here. And that's what happened. And that's all I did was read that to y'all. I read that. Right? This was documented. So let me see here. There's another one. People were saying, oh, but that's from the Mexican people, right? Then all of a sudden, what do we have here? We have my thing. Is this it? No. Is that it? Or is that it? Okay, where is my thing? Here we go. All right, so here goes the thing. I had one over here from Yahoo that said that was supporting this here. All right, but okay, so here is one. All right, this one's from November the 30th. November the 30th. All right, November the 30th says, San Jose del Cabo, Baja California Sur, the Attorney General's Office of the State of Baja California Sur presented on November 21st the request for the arrest warrant of Daejhanae Jackson for extradition purposes in order to be tried for the crime of femicide of the young Shanquella Robinson, which occurred on October 29th in the condominium of Cabo Villas. The arrest warrant, according to data collected by Metro Prolex MX, was presented to the Attorney General's office. So this here was information from the Geraldo's journalism stuff here that came out November the 30th, right? Giving this information, right? So here's how we would suppose that this here is the truth, because the story was opposed and total opposite afterwards, right? Afterwards. So the arrest warrant, according to that, was presented to Attorney General, and who in turn handed over the request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Remember when I read off the 5 boxes that need to be checked? So here it is here going through the check boxes. Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Mexico to be officially presented to the United States government. Since last November 21st, Daejhanae Jackson has been considered a fugitive from Mexican justice after a controlled judge issued an arrest warrant against her in this municipal capital of Los Cabos. The material author of the 25-year-old's crime, according to evidence and testimonies. So this lets you know they talked to some people. According to evidence, which is the video, and testimonies obtained by public prosecutor office agents, points to Daejhanae Jackson as the person who appears in the viral video physically beating Shanquella Robinson. Unofficially, Metro Prolex MX was informed that Daejhanae Jackson would have been arrested on the night of November 28th when she was in a relative's home. The fugitive from Mexican justice would have traveled about 718 miles, traveling from Charlotte to Connecticut. And we remember being told that she was captured in Connecticut. It was right at that point where it was located for the last time. All right, they called her an it. Both the United States and Mexico government are absolutely secrecy about the arrest of Daejhanae Jackson. No government has denied or confirmed the arrest to avoid violating the due process of extradition from the United States to Mexico. That's why you're not hearing about it on the news. That's why we stopped hearing about it. Remember when the news was talking about it? We didn't hear it anymore. I know I was offended. Why did the news stop? This is why. It's because this is an international case and there are some different laws that are involved that they have to respect this here privacy. So that's why I'm saying, like, after this, everything else is just, story time. Story time. Story time. It says here, both the United States and Mexico government are absolutely secrecy about the arrest of Daejhanae Jackson. No government has denied or confirmed the arrest to avoid violating the due process of extradition from the United States to Mexico. On this day, Metropolex was informed that Daejhanae Jackson was admitted to a service center in the United States without obtaining further details of the location. The young woman would have been under protection waiting to be extradited to Mexico in 2 or 3 weeks. Metropolex MX prepares a special report in which it will reveal the details step by step of the crime Shanquella occurred. Okay, so yeah. The Attorney General's Office of the State of Baja California Sur presented on November 21st the request of the arrest warrant of Daejhanae Jackson for extradition purposes in order to be tried for the crime of femicide against the young Shanquella Robinson, which occurred on October 29th in Cabo Villas condominium in the Puerto Los Cabos complex in this tourist destination. The arrest warrant, according to data collected by Metropolex MX, was presented to the Attorney General, and who in turn delivered the request to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Mexico to be officially presented to the United States government. I already read that. It's just repeating itself. But anyway, I just wanted to give that to y'all one more again, so we be on the same page that, the rest of the stuff now we just kind of talking and we're just waiting. So we get together. It's going to be, just to show support and to keep standing in justice for Shanquella Robinson. Marie says everything happened at 7:20. That baby girl been there for a very long time until the doctor got there. So America, she was on the floor for a very long time. She was already cold 7:20 until the doctor got there. Yeah, especially since we heard in the interviews that the maid found her in a seated position, and she was already she just said stiff. I didn't remember the word cold being up in there. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. And thank you so much for coming in, and love y'all, and continue to stand for justice for Shanquella Robinson. I appreciate all of the prayers, all of the support. And yes, we are not ashamed over here. I am not ashamed anymore to, speak up for the word and all that good stuff. Love y'all. And thanks again. Peace and love.